Hello, third grade. This is Mr. Martin again here for our third recorder video. This is the one. This is the one you're going to want to look at if you're looking to play numbers 18 through about 27, I believe. So this is the one for your emerald and your amethyst pirate treasure trackers. If you're looking for pearl, silver, or gold, you're looking for an earlier video from last week. So on the YouTube channel, look for extra enrichment recorder, not this one, but one of the two earlier ones is what you're looking for. Um, so let's get going. So as we always do, we'll start by reviewing our four-step process. Make sure you're using this process when you're practicing at home. I promise it is the best way for you to be successful. You might feel like you can just go in and start playing the songs, but as they get harder and more complicated, it's really going to be important to stick with these steps. First practicing the counts, making sure you can nail that. Then practice singing the pitches, make sure you can nail that. Then the fingerings and singing the pitches, and then finally you can play. If you're making mistakes while you're playing, go back and go to the step that you need to fix those mistakes. Also, it's all important to remember the four questions to ask when you squeak to always make that constructive. There's always a reason you squeak. It's not just you squeaking. There's a reason that you're squeaking, or your recorder's not making the sounds you need to make. If today, especially as we're moving our fingers more and more, if you're searching for if you think number 3 is your problem, do that squeeze check and really look. If you're not having much success with that, then find a mirror in your home, either the bathroom, bedroom, wherever you find a mirror, and get up close to it and try to play and watch your fingers and make sure they're covering the holes. Sometimes in a mirror you can see things you can't see while you're actually playing the recorder without a mirror. Okay, so if you're looking for any of these songs, this is not the video for you. You're looking for a previous video. We're going to start with number 18 today because that was the first. We ended with number 17 last time. So looking at number 18, remember I will play it first, and then you will pause the video to go through your four-step process, and then we will play it together. This one is complicated because it has breath marks where you have to breathe. It has a repeat sign, that means you play the whole thing twice. It has half notes, it has quarter notes, and it also doesn't have a title, so you can write a title and words to this one as well. I would love to hear your title and your words to this song a little bit later. But here's number 18, listen to it, and then you will pause. Here's number 18. 1, 2, ready. There's number 18. Also, this is the first song where we have to go down to the next line. Notice at the end of this line, there's not a double bar line like there is up here number 17. That big, thick, black double bar line symbolizes the end of a song. If there's not, then you got to go down to the next line. Let's go ahead and practice this. Pause the video. And then now that you've practiced, here we go 18 together. Here's number 18. Let's play together. 1, 2, ready, and repeat. Awesome. Let's go to number 19. As these songs continue to get more complicated, and longer, because now we're doing 2 lines in one song. It's important to divide them up into smaller chunks as you're practicing it. So when we're practicing number 19, you can just do the first 2 measures, make sure you got it, or do the first line and then go to the next line instead of trying to practice it all at once. Okay, so make sure you're dividing into smaller chunks and then doing the whole thing. So here's number 19, At Pierre's Door. Here's number 19, listen to it. 1, 2, ready, and. Awesome, there you go. Go ahead and pause the video. Make sure you're looking for those breath marks and check there's no repeat sign at the end. Pause the video and practice, please. Okay, here we go. Number 19. Number 19, together. Watch those breath marks. 1, 2, ready, and. There you go. If you've made any mistakes, make sure you go back to the step that you need to fix those mistakes. Now on to number 20. Number 20, it's important to look at these yellow boxes in the book here. This is introducing a fermata. Fermata looks like this. It means hold the note or rest longer than normal. If we were in class and I were being your conductor and moving my hands to help you know where to go, you would have to hold the fermata for as long as I wanted to make you. I could hold my hands like this and then do a cutoff to symbolize the end of the fermata. So at the end here, we're going to hold this note for longer than it's supposed to. A half note normally gets 2 beats. I'm going to hold it for 4, maybe 5, maybe 6. We'll see. But it has to be longer than normal because of that fermata. Here we go, number 20. Oh, this is emerald as well. This is the emerald level. Number 20. 1, 2, ready, and. Okay, there's number 20. Make sure you're practicing 1 line at a time. Go ahead and pause the video. Here we go, number 20, together. Number 20, together. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and. There we go. Nice. Now on to number 21. Oh, again, number 20 was emerald. It was emerald. Remember, Wednesdays and Fridays between 4 o'clock and 4:30, you can meet with me in my private Zoom room to try to pass the next levels, either with just your voice or the recorder. So here's number 21. Number 21, as we're going along, make sure we're not forgetting a nice do or two tongue for each note. Don't want to take breaths for every single note because we now have breath marks telling us where we can breathe. Here we go, here's number 21. Number 21. 1, 2, ready, and. This little tricky part in this one is at the end here, there's no breath mark right here at the end of this top line. So we got to go all the way from this breath all the way through down to this breath before we breathe. That's the challenge. Lots of air control. Number 21, go ahead and pause me, practice them. Start with counts. Always start with counts and go through that process. Pause me. And here we go. Here's number 21 together. Watch those breath marks. 21. 1, 2, ready. There you go. Moving right along down to number 22, actually rolling along. This one actually has words. Obviously, you can't sing while you're playing, but we can add an extra step. So step 1 is counts. Step 2 is singing the pitches. Maybe step 3 is, or step 2.5 is singing on the words with those correct pitches, and then you can go on to doing the fingerings. So you can mix and match, have a little bit of fun. This one has breath marks. It has a fermata at the end, but it does not have a repeat. So here's number 22. 1, 2, ready, and. And notice that fermata at the end, holding it longer than the 2 beats a half note usually gets because of the fermata. Please pause. Here we go, 22 together, 22 together. 1, 2, ready, and. Awesome, there's number 22. Feel free to do these multiple times if you want. You don't have to just follow along with the video. If you really like 23 or 22 or 21 or 19, you can go back and do them. Now on to 23. This is an exciting moment for us in our recorder books. Now we get to do eighth notes. So number 23 and number 25 don't have any pitches. They just have rhythms. So it's really just step number 1 of our process. I'm not going to go over those in the video here because we know how to do them. We just have to remember that when there's 8 notes, we give the number of the beat, and then we say and 1, 2, 3, and for that next beat. So this measure together is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Got it? So each one of the numbers is the steady beat. Anything else like the and, that's bonus. The steady beat doesn't change. There's always 1, 2, 3, 4, and those always stay the same unless there's a rest. When we have 8 notes, we just add that in between. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Got it? We don't go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Don't want to do that. 1, 2, 3, and 4, because the 3 and the 4 have to stay in the same places. So that's number 23. Go ahead and you can practice that on your own. If you need an explanation of what 8 notes are, you can find it up at the top here. Number 24 is 23 except with pitches. Again, I'm not going to play 24 because I think you guys can handle it on your own. Then 25 is much the same as 23. It's just longer. So go ahead and go through number 25 clapping on your own. Again, I'm not going to go over it because I think you can do it on your own. Note that this one here has beat 4 under a rest that we wouldn't actually say 4. So how we would write it is we would put parentheses around that 4 so that we remember not to say anything there. Same with this 4 over here. We would put a little dash, so we go 3 under the half note because that 4 is hidden inside of the half note. Okay, so make sure when you're counting that you're following those rules of 3, not 4, and 3 rest, which is silent. I just can't be silent because you don't know what's happening there instead of saying 4. Okay. On to 26 and 27. For 26, they started giving you the counts. and then they stopped because you can handle the rest of it. Let's go through 26 together. 26 together. I'll play it once, and then you will pause, and then we will play. Remember, eighth notes have 2 sounds and 1 beat. Gotta be ready for it. Here we go. Here's 26. Mix them up. 1, 2, ready, and. So now we see why it was important. All that time I was bugging you about using your tongue to start every note instead of using your breath. Because if you tried to do this, taking your breath in between every single note, you'd faint and fall over because you go so much. That would not go very well. So this is why we need to use a nice tongue between each of them. Okay, so remember 26, since we have eighth notes, it's especially important we follow step number 1 first, and then we go on. So pause me, please, and really focus on step number 1. Here we go, 26 together. 26 together. Really move that tongue. Watch those counts. 1, 2, ready, and. There you go. There's number 26. And the final one for today is going to be number 27. This is Amethyst. No one school one has yet passed Amethyst. So we'll see. Again, if you think you can do it and you've earned Emerald, you can call me on Wednesdays and Fridays at 4 to 4:30. You can join my Zoom chat room. You can also do that for any of the other ones, for Pearl, for Silver, for Gold, for Emerald, and now for Amethyst. Okay? So the reason this one is Amethyst is because it adds everything we've done so far. It has eighth notes, it has rests, and it mixes them up. It uses all 3 pitches we know, and it can be kind of tricky. So number 27, I'll play first, and then you'll pause me and practice. Hot Old Squirrel is what it's called. Here we go, number 27. 1, 2, ready, and. There's number 27. Go ahead and pause the video and practice it up. This is Amethyst. Okay, here we go. Amethyst, if you don't know, Amethyst is a purple gem, so if you like purple, this is the one for you. 27, Hop Old Squirrel, Amethyst. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and. And there we are. So thank you for joining me again today, third grade. This has been a good time. I look forward to hearing from some of you on Wednesdays and Fridays between 4 and 4:30. You can call me up, even if you're not ready to perform your Pirate Treasure Tracker song. You can still if you have any recorded questions, or if you just want to show me something, I'd love to see you between 4 and 4:30. If you are looking for one of the earlier Pirate Treasure Trackers, then you want to look for a different video, but this is the one for Emerald and for Amethyst. I had a good time. I hope you did as well. Keep practicing. Look forward to seeing you guys when we get back. Ready to go.